Hi Curious and welcome back. Young artists grow up and change before our eyes. In the lives of everyone who became a star as a child or during the teenage years, there is eventually some kind of breakthrough. Today we have a special episode for all Billie Eilish supporters. Big revelations are coming in the young singer's life. In addition to new projects and her upcoming second album, there have been many changes in her image. What has she recently shocked the world with? What changes have happened to her and how visible have they been in recent months? How does she see herself now? What does she have to say and what important messages does she direct to other ladies? What do her recent actions mean? Stay tuned until the very end to learn all about the recent changes in this young singer's life. But before we continue, don't forget to turn on the notifications and subscribe to our channel so you always be up to date with the episodes we publish every day. When starting to talk about Billie Eilish and anything pertaining to her, it's impossible to overlook the fact that the girl has become a true phenomenon in the music market. It was 2015 when a roughly 14-year-old Billie caught the attention of everyone with her debut single Ocean Eyes. The track was written and produced by her older brother Phineas O'Connell, with whom, as every fan knows, she shares an extremely close bond and great love. The talented siblings worked together both on music and concerts, and it was at the side of her older brother that the girl gained fame. But you can hear more about Phineas not only as Eilish's brother but as a unique artist in his private life in our other episode, the link to which is currently being displayed above. But for now, stay with us. The subsequent successful singles made the world hear about the girl quickly, and when her first full-length CD was released in 2019, titled When We All Fall Asleep, Where Do We Go?, including the hit song Bad Guy, it soared to #1 on Billboard 200 chart in the US and became one of the most sold albums in the world. And Billie began to break musical records and leave other established artists in the background in terms of accomplishments. Since her debut, Eilish has continued to achieve great success. She has already garnered more than 150 music nominations and a huge number of awards have fallen into her hands. In 2020, she made history as the youngest artist to win as many as 5 Grammy Awards in 1 year in the most important categories. At the time, the titles went to her: Best Debuting Artist, Album of the Year, Best Vocal Album, Pop, Best Song of the Year and Record of the Year. This year's Grammy Awards also went to her, and she has once again made her mark in the history of the award show. She won one of the statuettes in the category of Best Song Written for a Film or Other Visual Media for No Time to Die. Anyway, this song had already made a lot of noise, as Billie was hailed as the youngest artist to write and record an official song for a film in the James Bond series. Returning to the Grammys, however, Eilish also recently won the award for Record of the Year with the track Everything I Wanted. Thus, she became the third person in history to win this category 2 years in a row. With her accomplishments, young Eilish has very quickly joined the ranks of the most influential female vocalists in the world. And now it seems that 2021 will not only be another landmark in her career, but also especially important for herself as a maturing young woman. There are also many surprises coming. This February saw the release of the documentary Billie Eilish, The World's a Little Blurry, distributed by Apple TV. The footage takes us from a teenager's debut, the creation of her first songs, and gives a little insight into what her life was like when her big career came along. What's more, very recently, her first official and unique book was released on the market, which is sure to delight many fans. Billie Eilish by Billie Eilish has been available on store shelves for a while now. You'll find plenty of personal photographs that the artist herself has carefully selected to share her unique and important memories. Chronologically arranged moments from her entire life, so far with descriptions. It's a remarkable journey that every fan would surely like to see. What more about new projects? There are some great musical things coming as well. While Eilish supporters have long known that the artist is working on a new album, a few weeks ago she announced that her second studio album, titled Happier Than Ever, will premiere on July 30th. Sounds very optimistic, right? Well, it seems that the 19-year-old feels just that way. What is worth noting is that Billie has been surprising her fans a lot lately, and it's not about showing them a piece of her artistic world. The last few months are a big breakthrough for this young girl in terms of femininity and showing her body. As each of you probably knows, Eilish drew attention to herself not only because of her artwork, but also because of her unique and original image. So far, she has chosen very loose stylizations and oversized clothes. She was also very colourful, and she avoided exposing her body like the plague. And she once revealed her style was justified. It was a well thought out strategy, thanks to which she wanted to avoid stigmatization and comments on her appearance. Although you probably know this, we remind you that, according to her, thanks to these outfits, no one could pass judgment on her body because you couldn't see what she was hiding underneath. Eilish entered the world of show business at just 14 years old. The age of puberty is not an easy one for anyone, least of all a girl with the eyes of the world on her. Coupled with the ever-present criticism and heckling, it's actually no wonder she tried to stop the trend of today's world to shame the human body. In addition, she has struggled with various issues since childhood. As you may know, she suffers from Tourette's syndrome, which is manifested by nervous tics. In interviews, she has openly said that she struggled with depression, and her rapid success caused her to lose her privacy and sense of security practically overnight. She also talked about how she was not without thoughts of ending her own life. In one of her older interviews for Vogue, Billie mentioned that her body started developing really early. She had breasts as early as age 9. She matured much faster than her brain, and because of that, she didn't accept her appearance for a very long time. Things got worse when she suffered an injury as a 13-year-old and had to give up dancing. Then she started wearing baggy clothes. And so, despite the great fame, inside she was, and still is, a normal teenager, who is accompanied by various dilemmas, has complexes, and a lot of doubts about the appearance of her body. And although with her loose closet she wanted to avoid opinions about her figure, it didn't quite work. Many people drew attention to her specific style, for which she was also attacked. Once it was enough for her to do such an ordinary thing as unbuttoning her blouse, in consequence showing a little bit more of her body, and the internet rumbled with these revelations and comments about her curves, not necessarily in a nice way. It got to the point where Billie had finally had enough. Last year she shocked everyone when she broke through her barriers with a video she decided to start her tour with. At the time, 18-year-old Eilish took off her clothes one by one down to her underwear while simultaneously giving a speech. Among many words, she confessed that she always feels someone's gaze on her, and nothing she does remains invisible. Later, she asked what or whether the body she was born in bothers anyone. From her mouth came among other things the question, and we quote, "Though you have seen my body, you still judge it, and judge me for it. Why? Who decides what that makes me? What that means? Is my value based only on your perception?" And while she made quite a bit of noise with her very bold statements at the time, she undoubtedly had to internally grow into it. Last year, she also took the liberty of posting some pictures from her vacation where she was partying in a bathing suit. Even then, one could see that these were signs that the teenager was maturing, starting to live more in harmony with her body, understanding her femininity more and accepting it. Recently, Billie went back to light blonde after several years of having different colours on her head, especially her signature neon green. She talked about this type of fair hairstyle change in her book, as we can read in her memoirs quoted here, "A breakthrough moment. I don't know why, but this hair dye really changed something in me. For the first time, I felt like myself." One can summarise that the current return of this colour is very symbolic and has great meaning for her. A huge number of fans raved about her look. Many noted that she is definitely more feminine. There were even those who compared the 19-year-old to Marilyn Monroe herself. She is also promoting the cover of her new album with this muted hair colour. However, she truly surprised the public with a sensual shoot for British Vogue. A drastic image change, or simply Billie has entered the stage where she is finally fully at peace with her body? On the cover, as well as on the other photos of the prestigious magazine, the world saw Billie in a very unusual edition. The singer decided to present herself in lingerie and a corset. The effects of the photo shoot for the June issue of Vogue, Billie presented on her Instagram on May 2nd. The post in just 6 minutes got 1 million likes. She revealed that she herself had a big influence on the final look of the shoot, and finally thanked the editors for respecting her vision and making it a reality. There's no denying that the 19-year-old was thrilled with the results and the way she looked. Billie shared a number of photos boasting of her changed image and promoting the interview she gave to the magazine. As you can read in one of her posts, we quote, "I love these pictures and I love doing this shoot. Do whatever you want, whenever you want, everything else." Billie also gave an interview in which she touched on the topic of body positivity. In an interview with Vogue, she confessed that now she feels more feminine. With her new image, she emphasized her individuality and independence, also from the voices of critics. The entire content of the interview will undoubtedly show a new, more confident Billie. The excerpts from her statements are very empathetic. The 19-year-old believes that no matter what anyone says about a woman, everyone should be proud of who they are and not worry about it. And from herself, each lady should start drawing strength. Moreover, she added that whether one shows skin or not, it should not affect whether one is respected. One of the experts from the talk reads, and quote here, It's all about what makes you feel good. If you want to get surgery, go get surgery. If you want to wear a dress that somebody thinks that you look too big wearing, fuck it. If you feel like you look good, you look good. What's more, the 19-year-old has recently given several interviews, and as you can see, for example, in one of them, she was wearing a delicate feminine shirt. What do you think? Will Billie stay with such an image, or will she soon return to her loose, colourful outfits? Were you surprised by such big changes in Billie Eilish's image? Which look do you like better? The loose and colourful one, or the more feminine and delicate one? Let us know in the comments below. And as always, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any of our future videos. Until next time.